The town of Stonewall was once a vibrant hub full of prospectors from far and wide within Florida looking to strike it rich from the nearby treasures the area held. Once the land dried up of its riches, however, the town too soon fell to disrepair, as two warring gangs set their sights on this small dusty town, each with plans of their own to make it big. Meanwhile, the nearby city of Preston, unable to make contact with the sheriff of Stonewall, elects a new sheriff and sends him to investigate the disappearance of his predecessor. This is the tale of the two sheriffs.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dem Drunk Blokes Do D&D. This is episode 2 of the tale of the two sheriffs. Hope you enjoyed last week's episode. We're going to pick right up from where we left off, and our two heroes, if you can call them that, are still up on that roof. Please do drop us a review. You can find us on iTunes, on Podbean, on YouTube. Don't know where you're listening to me from, but it's going to be one of those three things. Please, 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 if you like what you're hearing, or even if you don't, drop us a review. The more reviews we get, especially on iTunes, the more listens we do get. It does help us get our name out there. And as always, as I said last week, if you do drop us a review, we will read it out for you so that we can show you and tell you our appreciation. Other than that, please do follow us in the normal places. You can find us on Twitter at Dem Drunk Blokes. You can find us on Facebook. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I'm at Lukey_baby86. Our Lord and Master, the DM of this series, can be found at Shogun Pumba. We've also got at DDB Voice Guy, and unfortunately James, the main protagonist, he's not on the Twitter. But if you want to get a message to him, drop us a line on one of those other pages and we'll pass it on. Anyway, without any further ado, I hope you enjoy this week's show.
Is this the DDBdD&amp meeting?
Yes, in here.
Take your seats in silence. You will now bear witness to another performance interpreted from the adventures of Farandal, the glorious tales of the true history of our blessed land, presented by our beloved friends, Dem Drunk Blokes.
Welcome to the next episode of Dem Drunk Blokes Do D&D. And you join us back in Stonewall, and our story so far is
with the famed musician Spitshine Phucknuckle, who has come to Preston and been fully unappreciated, and then enrolled into the police force. And he has travelled north to Le Boeuf.
Cross Le Boeuf, also known as Stonewall,
which is going to be his new home. He's a little bit shocked at being enrolled in such a way. But he thinks he's going to check it out because there might be some money in it. And he gets to Stonewall, and there is dead people and bars everywhere. And there's no life, and it sounds like there's two gangs. A gang of gnomes have taken over at one point, and then a gang of old ladies at the other side. And they both have Dragon Ball guns, right? Dragon Ball crossbows. Anyway, so we're like on a roof, like, oh, whatever, man. No. Anyway, so I've escaped. I'm like, fuck this. I'm the new sheriff. Got to check out the sheriff's office. I go there. Anyway, there's this sailor in there or something. I don't know what he is. Yeah, some sort of sailor. Anyway, and I meet him anyway, and like basically we kind of escape. We decide to escape together onto the roof. So, which we do, where I start a hilarious fight between a bunch of gnomes and old ladies, which is brilliant. And then obviously most of them die. We're on the roof for a bit, and then a special agent from the gnomes comes to give us an offer. So we accept his offer and then arrest him for bribery. And now he's shackled on a roof.
He's tied up with his own lasso on the roof.
Yeah, and
we're waiting next door to the sheriff's office.
And we've taken his shoes off of him because that's what you do with criminals.
Yeah. That wasn't mentioned, but that can go
Yeah,
in.
They're not
that
allowed
just
to.
happened.
Now, canon will be that this
Shoelaces.
entire crew is now all old ladies.
Yeah, just canonise it. Yeah, canonise it, man. Fuck
It's
it. Yeah. Right, yes.
So,
I
you
love
can
it. Arthur C. Clarke style. Oh, nice canon now. Fuck you.
So, welcome back, and we join our adventurers on the roof of the shop next to the sheriff office,
Awaiting our second offer.
playing cribbage.
15 for 2, 15 4, 15 8.
7.
The payer's 10.
I've got 7.
Ah, my box. Your box, sorry. Always
damn it.
get that wrong.
Switch 4.
Yeah, 19.
You start hearing multiple tiny footsteps. It's actually nightfall now. The night you've been there for so long playing cribbage, it's gone dark.
Second offer, do you think so? Second offer, methinks?
Wait a minute. There's tiny footsteps. Can you all hear those?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
shit,
What do we about the second offer? Methinks.
What do you mean the second offer?
Me.
No, they're tiny footsteps, mate. It's fucking more dwarves, probably.
No, they're gnomes.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
But don't also, old lady, have thine tiny feet?
No, mate. They've got, wrinkly, dodgy looking feet.
No, I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're the same sort of feet. I once knew a woman with 2 left feet.
Alright, well,
Spindle! Spindle!
Yes?
You're not Spindle, you cunt. Where's Spindle? And the gnome on the floor's like...
He's just playing a game of cribbage at the moment, sir. Would you like to come and join?
We're going to burn down this shop if you don't come down now.
I wouldn't. I mean, he's in the middle of a game. He's not liable to leave just because you're going to send light to the building. Persuasion. Right, I don't know. No, it's his act.
Performance?
Yeah, performance.
No, it's a persuasion.
Oh, wait. You're all right. Oh, all right. 8.
No. Look, stop fucking about and come down because we are lighting the torches. All of a sudden you see the glow around the building of torches being lit.
well, let's ungag Spindle in it.
Right, Spindle. Tell them you're playing a game of fucking cribbage now.
Persuasion.
15.
Right, you ungag Spindle and Spindle looks kind of scared because you overpowered him with ease and he's quite a strong gnome. He flicked himself up on the building with one arm.
Yeah, well, fuck now, isn't he?
Yeah, so
He's got a burning building site. So he's a cunt. Sorry, good.
So, boys, I'm playing a game of cribbage. Don't burn down the building, please.
Good man. Gag him again, please.
You sure, Spindle?
Yeah, go and let him get it.
Yeah, it's fine. Just don't worry about it. If you're sure, did they take the offer? I think so.
I'll tell you after the
I'll tell you later. Alright, Spindle, we're going back to the house. When you finished your game, bring them with you, come back to the house. We've got a load of stuff for them.
Okay, cool. Do they go?
Yeah, they all wander off with their torches.
Put that fucking gang back in that prick's mouth. Right. Okay. Woo! Anyway, your box.
Right, we've got... hang on a second, Spitshine.
What?
We've got a potential possibility here, mate. We can go along with this little game as long as our little spindly fucking gnome mate doesn't fuck us around.
What do you... Yeah, but we've tied him up. Sorry, your accent is very vindictive. No, yes, we've tied him up, though. I don't really think it's going to last very long, is it? Like, his loyalty. Isn't that right? See? Blatantly guilty. Plotting. I can hear it.
I see.
And smell it.
I see what you're saying, mate. It's a little bit difficult after this point.
Maybe we sell him to the old ladies.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we take him to the prison, put him in the cell.
Oh, Chaz, you're starving. You're now suffering from 1 point of exhaustion. Disadvantage to any roll.
And eat him.
Feeling a bit peckish, old chap.
Oh yeah, sorry mate. I'm actually very
I don't
hungry.
think we really want to eat this gnome.
No, I'm not thinking straight.
It's not exactly gnome, is it? Sorry.
You right there, lads? Sheriff and other lad?
Hello there.
We're all right, mate.
You remember me? Well, you run the tavern.
Oh, hello there. How are you? We're playing a game of cribbage.
Yeah, pencil.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know cribbage? Oh, you haven't lived. Well, you obviously have, but you haven't lived. Anyway. Sheriff, what do we do?
Who's this tavern guy?
The tavern guy.
No, this is the bitch, isn't it?
This is the guy that owned the tavern.
Oh right, well yeah, let's arrest him because he's on the wanted thing as well, weren't he? He was, wasn't he? Yeah, you said they're all on the wanted thing. He's on the wanted thing. He's got to be arrested, Sheriff.
I wasn't in the tavern though, was I?
Sheriff,
No.
Sheriff. Look, there's
he
a
knows
bounty
this.
on all of these people. I saw it inside our cabin. You know.
Listen, mate, we can't keep tying people up and keeping them up on this roof.
You're right. We don't have any rope. Do you have any rope down there?
I'll tell you what we'll do. yeah.
Ask him if he has any rope.
He's already asked. Cool down.
No, I ain't got no rope, but
Well, how are you going to get up here?
I wasn't. I was going to invite you down for dinner.
Well, now we're in the middle of a game of cribbage, you see.
We can have dinner.
Go fetch some rope.
We can have some dinner up here if you want. If you like to bring it up.
Yeah, go fetch some dinner and some
No
rope.
problem. You're the first sheriff that's ever managed to arrest anybody.
Really,
I've
yeah.
seen it all from your tavern window.
I know, we're excellent. Yeah, that's excellent. Come up here because we have a surprise for you. But go get the food and the rope.
Oh, hang on, mate.
Whatever you say, sheriff.
Yes.
What the fuck happened to the voice?
It's not addictive. Whatever you say, mate.
All right. All right, lads.
Right, okay, so has he gone to go and get the thing?
All right, lads.
Whose box is it?
Jazz's, apparently. Yes.
I don't think we want to go and tie this guy up because he could be like our little supply line.
But what? Oh, yeah, because he's going to... Oh, yes.
Has he got some food? Is he getting us some food?
To be fair, he's probably going to be okay with us arresting us. What if he tells people what we've done? Yeah, no, we need to tie him up. There's no other way.
Don't worry, mate. We're on a roof. The next people are coming along, we can tie them up.
No. No, but this guy might be working for the old lady. Okay, or the gnomes.
Well, it doesn't. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? So he goes back down.
Guys, I forgot my voice.
You ready?
I'm changing the tavern owner's voice. Guys,
Oh,
guys, a bit of a problem with your food.
What's up with our food?
Well, I've got it here and a rope, but I've also got this pointy knitting needle held by an old lady in my throat.
Okay, we have to eat the gnome after all.
Right, well, tie the food to the rope. Send it up.
She says she wants to speak to you.
Yes.
Tell her to
Send the
come.
food up first, and we'll talk.
Tell her to come up. Send her up. Tie the rope up and send her up first. No, come up yourself first. Both come up.
Whatever comes up first, I'm eating.
Well, I've got your food here. I've got some beef, some potatoes.
Send the food first, please.
How do you want me to get this up there?
Just throw it up.
Like literally a plate on a tray just goes ding ding ding, and beef and potatoes just fall all over the room.
I'm going around eating it. I'm going to eat that
So
shit.
anyway, okay. I can see there seems to be a little bit of dilemma here with some wood at this man's throat.
Hello, dearies.
Hello there, and what can I do for you?
We got an offer for you.
You've got an offer. Would you like to come and play crib? We can talk about this offer.
Oh, I love cribbage.
Do you? Oh, excellent. Well, will you help
Come on up then, darling.
our man chuck the rope up and we can get you up here?
So she gets the guy to throw the rope up.
Yeah.
And you fashion it down.
And I help her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you help her up.
Yeah.
We tie her up when she gets
Yeah, we get her rope up. So anyway, as I'm distracting her, I'm like, oh God, you fair maiden, you must have been a beauty in your day. He's pulling up the rope, and then he fucking gets up, and he ties her up.
Roll strength to grapple her.
Okay, yeah, alright. I haven't got particularly good strength.
Right, I'm gonna roll. I think I can give you bardic inspiration though.
18 plus 1.
It was on 19 and rolled over.
And now, a message from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm DDB's Tiny Tony Danza. You like video games? Of course you do. I suggest you listen to DDB Presents Beer Pie Radio.
Hebrews chapter 6. Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ, let us go on and...
Life getting you down? Need to unwind? Maybe listen to some waffle. Try DDB Presents Ketchup for the Soul.
And now, back to our main feature.
You grapple her.
Yes!
But as you do, you hear a crunch, and both of her kneecaps pop out, and her hip replacement goes... She goes, ow!
Okay, gagger. One of my socks.
Sorry, darling.
You sleight of hand to tie her up in the rope.
Can I try and help her out with getting back into place?
No, don't worry about that. Let's tie the bitch up.
Yeah,
first, man. Come on, she could be
I
trouble.
wanna
She had a
try
knitting needle at our man's throat. Is our man up?
No, he's at the
man,
bottom
still.
still.
Yeah, wait there, sir. Right, sleight of hand, 13 plus 5 it is.
Yeah, no worries. So you tie her up nice and good and gag her.
Excellent. This is running out of control, sir. I feel a bit uncomfortable with this
Hang
now.
on a second, mate. You've tied her up in the right amount of places so that she can still play cribbage with us, though, right?
No, she's not really going to play cribbage. That's
No,
nice.
but it'd be nice to play a little game whilst we have a chat.
You want to talk to her? We'll talk at her for a bit because she needs to calm down. She's obviously very distressed.
You're right, darling. I know you can't hear me right now. I know you can't speak right now, so it's probably best you stop
No,
fucking
dear,
muffling so you can hear what I'm saying.
Your time will come to an end very shortly, but it won't be because of us, okay?
Do you
It's
want to
just
search
because
her
you're
or anything?
old.
You probably have...
No, just lay still while we do things.
You probably haven't.
Okay, you find
As she
a
cries.
bag with 900 gold in it.
Oh, that's yeah. So how much have we earned so far from this?
1,800 gold.
1,800 gold. So we're just going to 900 each?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to put it in my compendium.
So yeah, you find that.
Gold.
You also find a little jar of black liquid and a load of knitting needles.
Can I insight on the liquid?
It's the same liquid you spotted from the big barrels downstairs.
Can I insight on the knitting needles?
They're knitting needles.
Right. Well, you've been a naughty nanny, haven't you? We take them away from her.
Yep.
Is this your fucking ancient clunge juice, darling?
In fact,
What the fuck is this shit?
maybe she can tell us what this clunge juice is. Does this make the Dragon Balls?
We ungag her.
No, don't ungag her. She's too loud. Listen to you've got one of those whiny old women voices you can hear from across Romford Market. We're not doing it, okay?
Let's loosen the gag so we can hear
No,
it a little bit.
one
but
blink
still.
for yes, and 2 blinks for no.
Oh, good
Okay,
plan, good
Alice?
plan, mate.
You've just named her, Alex.
Yeah, her name's Alice, by the way. She's an Alice.
All right, Alice, you heard the man.
One blink.
Is that a yes? Okay. Is one blink yes?
One blink.
Yeah, okay. Obviously, one blink is yes. Is 2 blinks no?
One blink.
So no is. Can I use an intelligence check?
Just remember what you said.
Okay, so I think we've got it. So it's 3 blinks. There's a blink dot dash blink. But no, okay.
Yeah, we go.
So Alice, is this your clunge juice?
2 blinks.
Is this your clunge juice, Alice?
2 blinks.
It's not her clunge juice. Is it one of your other matrons' clunge juice?
2 blinks.
Is it
I'm out of ideas.
is it the juice in which powers your Dragon Balls?
1 blink. Is it poisonous?
No blinks.
Is it poisonous? Okay, I'll get out one of the needles and hold it at her eye. Is it poisonous?
I think she's saying.
Blink or else.
I think she's saying stick it in my eye. I think she's saying stick it in, you cunt.
Okay, I think we pour it in her nose and see what happens. No, actually, because if it's magical, don't pour it in her nose, old chap. What else can we
do it, mate.
Okay,
I'll just pull the trigger.
I think maybe her legs are broken. Yes. Well, that's
well, her kneecaps are shot out.
Well, that's
her
gonna,
hips are a
that's
little
gonna
bit
help.
dodgy.
At least you can't run.
She's
I'm
hog-tied.
thinking maybe we should stab the other person's feet up. Only because I'm a bit worried about them escaping.
He's tied up, he's right.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, broken toes, it's going to make it a whole lot easier for us. I mean, I'm going to be able to sleep a lot better.
Listen, mate, we tied him up pretty fucking good.
Just you know, okay, just stab in each toe.
Jesus Christ.
Stab in the bottom.
Stab him in the feet, both feet.
Excellent, yeah. I just feel a lot better about the touch now.
Okay. Alright, bloody hell, stop you fucking whinging.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, so I suppose we wait for the next person then.
Back to cribbage.
I think that's it now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
We got both. How about we ungag them both and let them talk to each other?
Okay, what we'll do
You fucker.
what we're going to do is we're going to broker a deal and fix this fucking situation. What we'll do is I'll now open another hut on top of this building because it's night time, and we're going to hold that hut, and while I hold a short rest, which is going to do it because I've got a special thing that I can do in the hut, I'll be having a short rest and it should help people.
What's she fucking talking about?
But look, what I'm saying is if I create this bubble, right, they will be able to have the conversation without anyone else hearing. Only people within this bubble, which is up on top of a fucking building.
Nice idea.
Okay, I'm going to cast the bubble and then you can talk, okay? Right, that's what I'm doing.
So, ungag the gnome first.
You just stabbed me in the feet, you cunt! Shh, shh, shh.
Now listen, mate.
Enough of that.
You saw us go through
We'll
the
do it
logical
again.
degrees in which it enabled us to do that. I think you'll agree it was the perfect logical conclusion to the situation. Yeah, you would have done exactly the same thing if you were in our position.
These things happen, young man. You know how it is. The situation just goes ahead of you.
What do you want now?
Basically, mate, as you can see, we've kind of got into a position where you guys can have a nice little conversation with each other and see, work out this little problem you've got amongst each other.
Yes.
How do you feel about that, darling?
Fuck you.
Yes. Maybe later. I don't mind a little bit of that.
Can I play some soothing music to calm them down?
You can. This is going to be really difficult for me.
I once had a harem of gnomes, but they were all female.
Yeah,
I'm going
to give him some
love
backing
with a
music.
Male gnome, yep.
I'm giving him some backing music, just something,
Soothing.
just something to make his words a bit more powerful. I've got a thing for it.
Okay, he calms down anyway. He's like, yeah.
So,
All right.
you got this. What
All
did you
right.
ask?
So you're ready to talk. He's ready to talk.
Yeah, he's ready.
So,
All right.
okay.
Lovely.
How about Woke and Alice?
Get out, ungag Alice.
She goes, as you ungag her, she goes, ah! And her hip falls further out of place, which loosens the ropes around her, and she sort of rolls to the side, out of the hut, off the roof, and down to the floor, where she's starting to pull herself along, like this.
Fucking.
What's the guy's name? Spindle. Get her back, mate. Whip her back.
He's hog-tied.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to jump down and grab her and try and wrestle her back onto the roof.
No, she use the rope that she
I'm going
was
to at least
tied up
knock her
with to
out
help
with a
him up.
stone.
I used the rope that she was tied up with to try and help him up.
I'm going to hit her pretty hard over the head with a rock in the alleyway.
As you appear on the edge of the thing, you can see her crawling herself across the main road. And you see the tavern owner standing there. She's like, "You alright, darling? You alright there, lads? What's she doing?"
She's just a sore loser at that bally crib game. No worries, go and get some more food, sir.
Alright.
Right, I'll go out and fucking gun behind her now with a rock.
Alright. As you jump down onto the road, you see loads of shining things in the dark alleyways. All of a sudden, silver hair and spectacled eyes. 30 of them come shuffling out. into the main road, all with little mini crossbows with knitting needles in instead of bolts. And they're all aiming at you.
Old ladies.
Okay, I want to do it. I want to do acrobatics to get back on the roof. Sharpish.
Oh yeah, I'm on the bubble. Oh, yeah, I
Right,
can hear you.
16.
All right, you make a leap and a jump and a bound. He throws the rope down. You've connected to it, but the arrows fire off. What's your armor class?
Whoa. I've got a +1 because you give it because of the coat, so it's 13.
Okay,
But there's loads of good dice in there.
take
Whoa.
17 damage,
Oh,
and you are peppered with knitting needles. And you feel a strange burning sensation in your blood.
You fucking bitches!
I'm bleeding, Buzz.
Oh, it gonna be bad, Buzz.
I'm an actor, I hope.
All right, all of a sudden you hear pop, 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 and you take another 17 damage.
What?
And where the knitting needles went in, they like just explode very slightly. And also, where the knitting needle that missed that went into the wall of the building goes and blows out a bit of the wall, and the roof starts to shake a little bit.
I'm about to die. I'll do a healing word on myself.
Yeah.
I'd like to heal myself.
Okay.
With a spell. With a spell, I'm going to use healing word, and I'm going to use it at whatever level I can, level 3. Yeah, so what have I got to roll to cast that?
I don't know, what does it say? You're looking at the...
It says level, what? I mean, it says it's 3d4 plus 3.
That's it.
Oh, right, I ain't got to roll for it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 3 is 11.
All right, yeah. What are you going to do?
How close to us are they?
They're starting to surround the building at the bottom.
And the building's about to fall over.
No, it's just a little bit wobbly. It's not taking that much damage.
Should we dip something in the juice and then throw it at them? Or should we chuck the juice at them and set it on fire or something?
Okay, I have a plan, right? I have a feeling that this hut will hold, even if we blow this building up on these old battling women's faces.
Right.
So,
How do you plan on doing that, mate?
well, we have this black juice. It looks flammable. Is it flammable, Gnome?
Well, you've seen it just sort of explode. Like,
It's flammable. It obviously makes the Dragon Wars.
What do we want to do, mate?
We chuck this down onto the we chuck this down onto the building, on the building.
Down a fucking chimney or something, mate?
We just drop it to the corner of the building and explode it on the old women's faces.
Down a fucking chimney.
Is there a chimney?
there is.
There's a chimney. Down the chimney.
Down
exactly.
the fucking chimney,
That's what I
mate.
said.
All right, then.
Right. So,
We'll pour half of it down the chimney
And we'll stay
and then half of it round the fucking edge of the building.
and then jump into the bubble
And jump inside the
and
bubble and
set it
on
off
fire.
with some fire making stuff.
okay.
A bit of gnome.
Who's pouring?
I'll
I've got. I could pour. I've got acrobatics and.
So have I, mate. I got +7, mate.
Oh, well, maybe he pours.
Right, so, roll it up.
Roll it up.
Good luck.
Roll it up, Sheriff. Roll it up.
11 +7.
All right, fine. You pour the first half of the jar content down the chimney. You quickly run around the edge and spread the rest of it around the edge of the building. You literally just jump back into the Learman's tiny bubble. Yeah. And the chimney goes and a big flash of light comes out of the top of the chimney. The building
As
starts
I
to
jump into the bubble, I put both my hands in the air and do like a peace symbol with both hands, like in slow motion. I'm like, yeah.
You see a very slow moving halfling come into the bubble.
Koala! Koala!
Yeah, so you see that
Yeah.
as the around the edge where it like it actually spreads around where you poured it. Boom, 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 boom,
It
boom.
blows up like that building in Terminator 2. Go on.
Yeah, like that. And bits of splintered wood and bits of stone from the chimney fly everywhere. The old ladies take shrapnel of bits and stuff and horrible nasty things. The screeching, and she's like, Gladys! And they perish And your
Do they perish?
Liam's tiny hut comes to the ground with a thud. Although you're all fine inside, it's just like
It's quite crispy.
stopping.
Kind of like cat bus inside.
Killed by lack of access ramps.
Yeah. Wait. Well, at least there'll be less of a queue for the post office. Yeah, anyway, sorry, laughing about the deaths of all these old ladies. I mean, to be fair, they were going to die soon anyway. I wasn't wrong. Anyway, how's the one who was crawling down the street and escaping?
As she was crawling away, the guy come rushing out with a big plate of food to see the explosion, and he stepped on her face and crunched her skull into the ground. And she's
Fucking
dead.
hell, Jeeves.
He
can't
see you. He's looking around. He's like, guys, got your food.
Oh, we're in a bubble, aren't we? Just send it over
You can't
here.
hear us.
Yeah, I beckon him towards the boobly.
You need to go out of the boobly.
Yeah, I have. I've stuck my head out.
Oh, fucking hell, you're ahead. Oh, I
Yeah,
liked you. Shame you're dead now.
Well, I'm not dead, sir.
A talking head. And he throws the plate up in the air. The food goes everywhere, and he runs back into his
Okay,
tub.
harvest the food.
What?
Harvest the food.
Who is?
Us. Him.
I've eaten.
Oh, okay, well, all right. I'm all right. Okay, well, I need a fucking rest. Because I'm bleeding out here, so.
All right, well, how many hours we got left in this bubble?
What?
You're next to the sheriff's apartment.
No, but the bubble's bitter. I like the bubble.
All right, let's go back into the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Right, so you pick up the spindle, and then you go back to the
Maybe
sheriff's
lock
office.
Spindle in the cage.
Put him in a cage and untie him.
Yeah, okay.
No. Oh, yeah, we could use that rope. Okay, yeah, go on. Use that for our next one.
Okay, cool. So you're in the sheriff's office.
Oh, don't remove his gag, though.
All right. So you've got a gagged gnome with holes in his feet, a nice pair of boots, 2 bits of rope.
Is there any bandages in the office? We can chuck him to him. We can do.
Not really.
Yeah, because he can do it. So, well, he's all right. He'll be
Like,
fine.
you know, like ex.
The wounds, they're not going to
rags.
bleed to death overnight, is he?
Think about it. When you rest, he'll rest. It'll get better.
It will. Oh, that's all right.
Maybe.
All we can do is stab him again in the morning.
Yeah, well, you know, if we need to.
Yeah, might do. Just do it anyway. Anyway, okay, I'm going to take a rest.
Okay, so you resting as well, Jazz?
Yeah.
Right, so
We lock the door. We lock the fucking door, don't we?
okay, so I'm going to call that the end of the next episode.
Oh,
7 minutes.
I've got to check his feet in the morning. I'm worried about that because it was like the way he was like, oh, you'll get away if you don't do it again. You know what I mean? Like,
Why are you obsessed with dismembering his feet? We can cut them off if you want. I won't go back there.
a map to his family you find in his pocket. And then the next step. in
Right,
this puzzle.
okay, guys, end of the episode. See you next time. Bye.
Yeah, this gnome's going to wish he never met us.
Oh, that was good, weren't it? Yeah, it was what? Might catch him again. They're playing a few venues round town. Oh, yeah? Yeah, they're playing at Dem Drunk Blokes on Twitter Street tomorrow. And Thursday, they'll be playing at the Podbean and iTunes Taverns. Also as Dem Drunk Blokes. Oh, mate, calm down. Sound like you're getting an advert saying. Oh, I'm just like a fanboy, and I love them. They might even be playing at Spotify In soon. Can you leave me alone now, please? Oh.